there's a way to handle things. When it comes to soul contracts, divine unions, divine partnerships, this is something that is pretty much new to many of you in the collective, you chosen ones, you star seeds. We are in the time where your divine partner, your divine union is aligning for you. Those of you who have these divine unions, your spirit team, the Most High, your angels, your beloved ancestors, is aligning these contracts. These contracts, as I stated previously, are not to be taken lightly. They are to be treated with the utmost care, respect, and honor. No one can force anybody to make a choice or a decision to be in a partnership, relationship, or marriage if they are not comfortable or if they so choose not to. However, it would be wise for you who consider yourself chosen, star seeds, earth angels, to take into full consideration what is at stake if you choose not to accept, respect, and honor what the divine, your spirit team, your beloved ancestors, your angels, the Most High, have put together for you. Now, there is no harm or no foul if you are not ready and you communicate with your divine partner that you're not ready to come into union, you're not ready to get into a full-blown commitment. As long as you communicate this and as long as you make it clear that you are, whatever reasons, working on yourself, still, in your mind, needing to organize your finances and, put certain things in order. All of that's fine. Even if you are not attracted or want to, dive into a relationship, as long as you respectfully decline, communicate, and let it be known, but again, taking into full consideration what is at stake and what you are declining. As long as you don't journey off, join a dark cult or coven, begin to send shots and spell work and, evil eye and evil intentions towards your partner and attempt to sacrifice your partner, then the only consequences is between you and the divine, your beloved ancestors, right? And most of the time, divine unions consist of royalty, right? High-level soulmates can be a divine contract. A divine union consists of royal bloodlines. And if you yourself, are unaware, if you are connected to royalty, if you receive a divine contract, chances are you are a part of a royal bloodline or have been selected by the divine to marry in to a royal bloodline. If you are unsure whether or not you are receiving a divine contract with a divine person that reaches out to you, as if, you feel that you might be beguiled and tricked by a narcissistic sociopath or a devil in disguise. Well, as a chosen, by now you should have the tools and the wherewithal, whatever methods you use to receive confirmation from your spirit team. Your bond and connection with the divine and your spirit team, your angels and beloved ancestors, should be solidified to the point where if you need confirmation and answers for anything, any type of guidance, that you can turn to them and ask, is this my person? This person that emailed me, texted me, reached out to me, that said they had a vision or a dream, and we have a divine union. Is this spell work? Is this a trick? Is this a cult? Is this a dark cult or coven conjuring up some BS to, beguile me and pull me off my path? Well, whatever method you use as a chosen, as an enlightened one, you should be able to turn to your beloved ancestors, your angels, your guides, and receive confirmation, yes or no. Is this person cuckoo? Is this person a liar or wolf in sheep's clothing? Or is this truly a divine connection? A lot of times, most of the time, these divine connections, especially if you and your partner are being targeted, and even if just one of you are being targeted by a dark cult or coven, enemy forces, they're going to know who your divine partner is by several methods, either by way of scrying into your person's energy, attempting to violate and read that person's Akashic records, hacking that person's devices, technology, email, etc., mirroring their phone, having some type of spyware on their personal computer or devices, tablets, etc., stalking, monitoring, following, pursuing in some capacity. They're going to know who the other person is. And even before you do, if your person has reached the level of certainty by way of confirmation from their spirit team that they reached out to you, it doesn't mean that they weren't without concern, worry, fear, nervousness, but it's that they understood the assignment and they reached out and worked through their fear and reached out to you anyway. Never take for granted just because you may lack the tools, even though you're tapped in, to communicate or have fear of communicating with a stranger, but in this case, a divine partner. It will behoove you and it will be necessary for you to work past your fear and establish communication, as we are beginning to understand and learn that by not communicating, by allowing yourself to remain stuck in your head, fearful of the unknown, not willing to move forward in some degree, being indecisive, allows the open channels and opportunities for these dark cults and covens, the sellouts within your family, your friendship group, your family circle, ex-lovers, jealous associates, possessive individuals who have a hidden agenda, who have sold their soul and is attempting to sell you out, to work their dark magic, evil magic, hidden agendas to block you from your divine path and your divine person. So what is the best way to eliminate all of the confusion, the lies, the defamation, them whispering in your ear about a person you haven't even come in contact with yet, giving you lies that, causes concern for you to not even investigate and back up and leave a situation alone? The best way is to cut through all the BS and communicate. After, of course, you receive confirmation by your spirit team. The problem that us as Soul Tribe, as Chosen, are having is that we are afraid to communicate. I can't stress it enough, as I have been stressing it lately. We must be willing to communicate directly with each other, even if it doesn't concern a divine partnership. As Soul Tribe, it's coming to that point where it's going to be obligatory for us to communicate. Not just with our clients and customers that support our channel and support, the business of receiving readings, but I'm talking about other enlightened, tapped in beings, Soul Tribe beings. Why are we afraid to talk to each other? If this is moving in a direction of prophecy, if this is moving in a direction where stars are being aligned and Archangel Michael and other gods and goddesses or deities of the divine throughout the Galactical Confederation, regardless of religious ideology and the lack thereof of understanding based on mistranslation and biases of one's opinion and understanding on, the direction this is going, right? There were over 82 different versions, maybe more, of the Bible before they released one. Many clay tablets were mistranslated and hid from the masses. Many mystery schools taught information that was never known or came to the surface for most people to understand and become enlightened by advanced knowledge. We have to understand that in every culture, there's prophecy at play. Every culture speaks of a great and dreadful day, an end time, a rapture, so to speak. And if you are a collective, meaning not individuals, but collective, and you have these advanced beings who are not apparitions, they're not ghosts, they're not figments of stories, they are real beings, advanced beings, biologists, scientists, as well as warriors who are returning for their children. And that dynamic in and of itself, we have to understand that there has to be a specific place and time where these beings are going to collect their children before releasing the four winds. The four winds were supposed to have been released, but it was Archangel Michael himself that begged the 24 elders not to destroy the planet because their children were still on the planet and wanting to give us a chance to still grow despite the wickedness and the evil that had consumed the hearts of men and loving those who were cast down's ways. And so we have an opportunity, y'all, to be the catalyst, to be the ones to stand up, to develop a backbone, a spine, and not to be stuck in our head, in our ways, in our thinking, past traumas of what happened in the past. I hear many of you